Hey, Steve Zonardi here with Remax Treviso North Realty. Happy Monday morning. Just a real quick update on the current inventory. 22,809 units. So we're down from 23,584 last week, which is like a 700 unit difference from last week, which is good. Obviously, we're going into the winter months here. Sales 619 units, so a little bit down from last week as well, but not by much, by like 60 units. And that's pretty much it. We checked it, the expired, terminated, and suspended listings. We're at 1,681 units in the last 7 days. We're either suspended, terminated, or expired. So it's a big drop off. Clearly, is where the inventory. So we're seeing we only have a drop of 600 units, but so there's inventory coming on clearly that's subsidizing. So maybe 1,000 more units came on the market. That's why we have that little bit of that drop off right there, which is good. It's good anyway. I mean, a lot of this stuff maybe overpriced listings or people have changed their minds, so it kind of alleviates a lot of pressure on the current inventory as well, which is always good for sellers. You know, obviously we're not changing our mentality on what we see for 26, 27, 28, and 29, just based on everything. If you kind of look at the whole sphere of it. But ultimately, we did a deal last week as well on the market for 4 months, wrong price. We finally get it to the right price. We get it sold within a week, like 7 to 10 days. Get it on the contract. Buyers do home inspection, which is obviously if they're doing a home inspection, they're committed to the property because no one wants to spend $500 to $700 and not be, back out of the deal. Because sometimes you'll see that where they'll back out on a finance condition. And then not do their inspection. So they might run it up to 3 or 4 days, get their financing in order, and then once that's in order, then they do their inspection. If the financing doesn't come in, they just blow it out and you just blow it out on financing, don't spend any money on inspection. But this case, they did a home inspection early on, which is usually a good sign that this is going to firm up at the end of the week because we're 5-day conditions. And it was literally by the 3rd or 4th day after the inspection, they had to back out on financing. And we're going to start, why I bring this up is you're going to start seeing this because the numbers are not going to make sense for the banks because they're going to be looking at depreciation. So if you're not putting enough down payment down, like a deposit, like 20, 30%, they're going to be looking at this as like, this property may go down 20, 30%. If they're putting down 10 to 15% down, this is going to be underwater in 3 to 5 years, which is basically a property that we don't want to own as a bank. So you're going to start seeing they're going to want heavier deposits going forward based on, let's say, future depreciation. Because clearly the banks, if you've ever lent money privately, you want to make sure that you're looking at these properties like that. You have enough gap in there that you're not, if the property does depreciate in value, you still have your equity in there to pay out your original loan. That's the whole goal of those. So that's how the banks are starting to look at it, and that's unfortunate. That was a good deal for our clients. Again, not where they thought it was, but again, starting at such a high price which was initially frowned upon by us as professionals, saying it's not going to work, it's way too high, but we can try it, and didn't get down in time to kind of beat the punch with the other buyers and the other listings that actually sold at, let's say, undervalue, which kind of screwed our sale up, and we lost about $40,000 to $50,000 off that kick. Now we'll see what happens, where I thought that we would have had this out, and we lost like 40 grand just making that timely mistake, let's call it. But now I don't know if it's going to be under 500,000 at this point. Hopefully not. But again, as the market keeps depreciating, we'll see. We will be down. We are starting the drive back to Toronto on Saturday, so it's going to be 22 hour drive, literally about 1,600 miles, so about 2,200 kilometers, 2,300 kilometers, something around that nature. And looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. We're going to be heading down with family, so we'll be driving out Saturday. Sunday arrive around 2 p.m.-ish, 3 p.m., and then Monday at the office in Woodbridge, ready to work. We have a full day of filming. Clearly, we have to do our year-end podcast. We need to do our projections for 26. Clearly, we have new plans going forward for 26. We have it's amazing. We're doing, like people don't understand, like exercise and cold plunge and all this stuff kind of puts your brain into like a panic mode where you start unlocking problems, and then you start to look for, let's say, 26. And I didn't have like a heading for 26. I didn't understand where I wanted to focus my time to kind of, get into a new genre of business where we need to go forward, because I look at 26 like it's almost blank right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I can't put anything together, like if it's past clients, if it's expires, whatever it is. I can't put like a source of business that's going to basically fuel the business for the whole year. And usually I'm pretty good at that early on, and we can kind of focus. But this year was a very, very hard very hard to find the answers to this, and it literally found us out probably by last week, so which is great. So we're going full steam ahead on this new program that we're putting together, and I think it's a new genre of business that we should have done. I should have done personally 15 years ago, but it's good it came to mind now. It's the right people. It's the right message as well that I can get behind. So that's going to be full passion. And this once you believe in what you're selling, it's obviously going to be very powerful because it's genuine. And this is what I always try to do. I never try to chase the dollar in anything I do just because it makes money. Because again, we're neurolinguistics programming. If I wanted to do all that, it'd be so easy to kind of reavert my attention to whatever just to go into the populace and then make more money. But I just can't. It doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather make less money but have like something that I can be proud of at the end. So this is a whole new program that we're going into, which we're really excited about. And again, it's part of real estate, but it's a new genre part of the real estate in Toronto, which is great. I think it'll be duly good for both parties. Us as a business, we're going to be pushing forward. We're going to do some good numbers, and then ultimately for the people that we're helping, we're providing the right information, the right strategic advice to kind of basically survive through the next markets, the market that's coming in 26, 27, 28, and 29. So we'll have them in the right position when the market does change, where they'll be able to capitalize. And I think that's going to be such a cool journey right now. If we can get as many people on board with what we're thinking, and then ultimately, boom, they come out of this and they just capitalize, which would be great. We would really love that. And hopefully in 4 years I'm not selling real estate anymore, so that's the goal. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I think at some point I'd like to kind of back away from the sales section of it and then more managing the business. I'm 44 now. I prefer to stay in an office right now, to be honest. But it's all good. Still having a lot of fun doing both sides of the board. I think that happened just at the right time for me too, from boredom. Let's say, monotony. Again, I'm an OCD and ADHD, whatever you want to call it. So I can't stay in one place for too long because I get bored real quick. So ultimately, it was good that we opened up this South branch where it's given me so much more problems to solve and work to do that it's actually occupied the last 3 years, and I've been happy doing it. So it's just pretty cool. A little bit about myself. That's pretty much it. Have an amazing day. We'll see you on Monday in Toronto. Will be fun. I'll have my Canada Goose jacket on, ready to take on that minus 20 weather. But have a great day, guys. Ciao.